joining us live and the millions joining us around the world. It's time to meet the Players. The winner of the UK Open and US Dance Masters, a newly crowned Euro Tour winner, the winner of the World Match Play and a Premier League finalist. It's time to meet the Asp, Nathan. Dance Master, a two-time World Championship semi-finalist. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Masters and the former Lakeside champion. Time to meet the Bullet, Stephen Bunting.
Bunting's alive. It's a walk-on worthy of a win, isn't it? But I'll say it again, is tonight Stephen Bunting's night. Half of the league season is done and dusted, and things couldn't have really been worse for the former Masters winner. No points. Well, I suppose he could have played worse, because he has played all right. In fact, he's played really well in some matches. He's just got absolutely nothing to show for it. 8 weeks down, no points. Last week, that was a real tough one, a 6-0 quarter-final defeat to Luke Littler. So can he bounce back here in Berlin tonight? He's had some decent displays earlier this week as well. Wayne mentioned it on the Pro Tour, made the quarter-finals on Tuesday. So can that spur him on against Nathan Aspinall, who starts the night 3 points off the top 4. He's made a couple of finals this season, a couple of other semi-finals as well. Last week he lost in the quarter-finals. That was in a last leg decider to Michael van Gerwen. So how will he get on here as he looks to maintain his playoff push? These two have met once this season already. That was week 5, ended in a 6-2 victory for the Asp then. So how will it end this time around? For the first time tonight, let's head to comms, and good evening to Glenn Durrant and Rod Studd.
Guten Abend, Emma. Guten Abend, allerseits. Well, it is, as Emma said, a repeat of the quarter-final lineup from Brighton week 5, when Aspinall produced his best performance of the season statistically. 106 average as he beat Bunting by 6 legs to 2. The headline news, of course, the absence of Michael van Gerwen, but that matters not a jot to the players in the top half of the drawing, including Aspinall and Bunting. Big night for Stephen Bunting. Can he finally snap the losing streak? And if he doesn't, it'll be 9 defeats on the trot, which will tie the record for the longest losing streak in Premier League history. currently held by 2 players. Peter Wright, 3 defeats back in 23, 6 at the start of 24, and another player whose name escapes me. But regardless of that, always a pleasure to be in the company watching darts with Glenn Durrant.
Yeah, guten Abend, mein Freund, and yeah, fully expected you to say that, by the way. As Nathan Aspinall fully expects to find that treble 20. He almost felt he looked just a little bit nervous. Stevens looked really comfortable the past sort of 24 hours, just in the hotel area. Just the start that Nathan Aspinall wanted.
Stephen Bunting has tonight and another 7 nights of Premier League action, regardless of the results. Back in 2021, Glenn Durrant was relegated after losing the first 9. Do you often wonder, Glenn, if there'd been no relegation, just what kind of record you could have set? Perhaps a record that could never possibly be broken in terms of consecutive defeats.
Oh, I'd have got the highest ever average in my 10th game and won comfortably. That I'm pretty much certain. I was just getting right into form after that 9th defeat. I had to make it interesting, remember, after winning it so comfortably the year before. I mean, come on, you've got to keep the fans happy, surely.
I remember.
That 86 average in the semi-final, legacy.
They can't take it away from you, Glenn. They can't take that away from Aspinall. A leg that's featured 2 maxes for the Asp to tee up 41 after 9 for a break the throw. How's your luck, Stephen Bunting?
96, Nathan Require 41.
This is the type of dart he was producing in that Week 5 game in Brighton against Stephen Bunting, averaging over 106 in that game. And he started stunning here.
33.
Can't finish it off though, Glenn. So Stephen Bunting with a chance, half chance you might say, after Aspinall missed a brace of darts at double. My word, no chance now. Well, he could do nothing about Aspinall's scoring burst in his leg, but he could do something about his loose darts at the end of it, Stephen Bunting. My word. Now Stephen Bunting's had a bit of luck, Glenn Durham.
Maybe he's had it all in this one leg for the whole season so far. He didn't expect this opportunity. He hasn't been great on doubles in this Premier League campaign, but that gets him up and running. Bunting takes the opener. It's a wry smile there from Nathan Aspinall on the back of those 2 maximums. Stephen Bunting will be feeling $1 million after that.
Well, Aspinall there missed 4 darts at double to wrap up the opening leg against the darts, and he denied himself a 5th by busting his score in that last visit, as Bunting is close to his first maximum. He's at the bottom of the maximum stats in this tournament so far in terms of 180s hit. Not surprising, he's played so few legs.
Scoring for sure at the moment for Nathan. But we saw how relaxed Stephen's been. We've been chatting with him ourselves. You had a chat with him at the Pro Tours this week, and we saw the 9 darter in the practice area, which is it's wonderful for confidence. I mean, these players know that transition at the stage can not always be the same, but just that early little break there for Stephen, getting away with that first leg, really settling down.
140.
It's another good scoring leg for the Asp, a man who's appeared in 2 Premier League finals in 2024 in Brighton, where he lost to Littler, and in Dublin a couple of weeks before he lost to Price.
After 9 darts in the opening, he left 41. After 9 darts, 81 here. Looking good for 2-2. It's double 16. Level game and well deserved after that opening leg. Bunting just in the background gathering his thoughts. That's what he needs more of. He needs to really attack, because Nathan looks like he's finding his scores with really just taking a step back.
Well, there will now be a gap after the 3rd quarter-final, with Van Gerwen's injury absence meaning Price gets a bye through to the semis, and the PDC resisting the temptation to put on an exhibition between Webster and Mardell, and maybe a playoff between Bunting and Durrant that some people were suggesting if Bunting loses this one. But there'll just be a gap for a few minutes before they go back to the first semi-final, which will be Aspinall or Bunting against Humphreys or Cross.
You're not letting this losing streak go, are you?
He wouldn't let it lie, Glenn.
They seem to be enjoying it as well.
60.
Both of these players playing in the bread and butter, the Pro Tours this week, and it was Stephen who did better in the second day in particular. He got himself to the quarter-final where he lost to Michael Smith. Great to see Michael playing well again, but 400 averages going into that quarter-final. I think that was the foundation for the confidence of coming here in Berlin.
He played well, Glenn Bunting. He averaged 111 against Mike De Decker. So he had some very good matches and an exceptional one there against the World Grand Prix champion. So if he can replicate anything like that level of performance, but let's have it right, in this Premier League campaign, despite losing every game he's played, he has had 4 ton-plus averages. So half his matches have featured a ton-plus average. So couldn't say he's been playing poorly all the way through, really.
And to complement that, the players against them are playing well. You know, an average of over 102 played against him. That's what seems to happen when you're down at the bottom of the table. But he's in the place that he wants to be, and he has to find his own solutions, and he's bounced back nicely here. And looking good to regain the league he took in the first leg.
Well, chance here now for Stephen Bunting to regain the advantage. He wants double 16. Outside and then inside, will hope to be back, but no guarantee at this level.
There's been an awful lot of talk about Bunting, the no wins, etc, etc. But the one startling statistic for me has been his doubles. When he's had chances, he hasn't been taking them in this campaign. He fancies his chances tonight. He's talked a good game, but he needs doubles.
He's got one. Well, he's got 2 in total. He's 2-1 up. The real low point was that game against Dobie, which was a very poor contest. Neither player played well, and Bunting, well, he missed a whole hatful of doubles in that match. That was the real low point of the season, no question.
I mean, physically, when you're up there for a best-of-11 game, it doesn't take a great deal out of you. I mean, the heat can be an issue, but the nervous tension in that game for both Dobie and Bunting. Dobie said he was exhausted after the game because the pair of them put so much into it. And maybe that's on the mind of Nathan. You don't want to be the first player to lose against Stephen.
Well, that's a third 180. All 3 of the match 180s have come from the right arm of Nathan Aspinall.
60.
And in command in leg 4 here, the Asp to level for a second time.
Yeah, I'm always fascinated. Just we have massive screens at the side there. And as a player, when you're playing and you just have a little look over and you can see those averages on the screen, it can be a real boost. It can also be a realisation that he's getting away with one at the moment.
Aspinall actually started the season as the bookmakers' favourite to finish bottom of the table, as the man who's currently the cellar dweller pings his first maxi of the match.
Yeah, it was great hearing Wayne's thoughts about that dart of that, Stephen, how relaxed the throw was. It's easy said, and your mind's telling you, be relaxed, don't be nervous, don't think about it. Maybe just looking for a little bit of magic there, but will he be back?
Well, he's the repeat of the quarterfinals in Brighton, and that was a night where we witnessed a brace of 9 dart legs from Humphreys and from Cross. Stay there for the treble. Finds it for double 16. Oh, he's just inside, very close. That was a chance to level. And Stephen Bunting now suddenly is eyeing up a 3-1 lead. Still on 17 segment. Finds the treble. Double 8. Oh, he's done it. Stephen Bunting darting burglary. A leg, Glenn, that Nathan Aspinall appeared to be in control of all the way through, and he never looked like losing it until he lost it.
And for Stephen, the mentality when Nathan was going for that double 16 was, here we go again. I haven't been getting these opportunities. And maybe when Lady Luck is on your side, there's the relaxation, the respect to the crowd there. It is looking good for Bunting.
What a couple of visits for Stephen Bunting, Glenn. The check out there, the 72, and then the 180 to kick at the start of leg 5 where he has the darts. Oh, you talk about a 9-darter in practice. Thought we were going to see the real deal there from the bullet. He'll be happy with 180, 140, mind you.
Absolutely, but the smile on his face, you know, the engagement with the crowd, his sort of head and his shoulders have been down a little bit, almost like he was being a little bit embarrassed, as I think he put on his social media. He wants to do it for the crowd and for his family and friends, and he's doing exactly that at the moment. This time it's Bunting who leads 41 after 9 darts.
He has not won a game in the Premier League since his debut Premier League season in 2015, St George's Day, the 23rd of April 2015, when he defeated Gary Anderson 7-1 in Cardiff, double 16, and Bunting now bossing the match. Stephen Bunting really ought to have lost the opening leg. He nicked it, and since then he's gone on to extend into a 4-1 advantage. Is this the night? Or is Nathan Aspinall going to engineer a twist in the tungsten tail here?
Oh, this is great to see. Now bouncing off each other. And it was the shake of the head from Aspinall at the beginning of this leg. Smashes in the 180. Bunting responds. Let's see another one, Stephen.
Developed into a very watchable contest now, Glenn, hasn't it?
Yeah, like I say, it's just great. We're talking about the negatives for Stephen, and this is great for him. And already my mind's thinking when you can get one under your belt.
Well, he came into this tournament after a very decent run in the World Series, both in Bahrain and the Netherlands, and was tipped by many to make the top 4. But now it's been a damage limitation job for the bullet, you'd have to say, really. But this would start the recovery process if he can turn this 4-1 advantage into a victory.
And he used the bull with the last. Not only uses the bull, smashes it right in the middle. Aspinall's scoring has been superb. This has been the section of the game so far. Needs a treble 18 because the way Bunting is playing right now, he'll fancy the 91. Bunting will be back for a 5-1 lead.
This is a leg that you feel is more important to Aspinall than Bunting. Worst ways up is 4-2 up, and with the darts, the bullet here. If he can go 5-1 up, he's almost there. Oh, that's so close. So Stephen Bunting is going to hope for multiple misses here by Aspinall on the outer ring. He's missed 5 doubles already, the Asp. 4 of them in that opening leg that he ought to have won.
His trusted double 16s let him down tonight at this time. That's sarcastic. Arms in the air, but again, I'm just looking at Bunting there in the background. Zero reaction, just a little look at the floor. Here we go again. My darts.
He's 2 holes to throw away, or 2 legs away from winning this match and getting one in the W column, but Aspinall refusing to roll over, this granite little professional.
5 maximums now for Nathan. 8 in this quality game. It was a bit of a slow burner for Stephen in that first leg, got away with it.
140.
This is turning into a bit of a Royal Rumble. Big chance of Bunting on throw. He's got a 40-point lead. What he'd give for another 140 right now, and after that first start, he'll expect minimum that.
Minimum 140, but not the maximum. Still 81 left after 9. Thank you very much. Take that every day of the week and twice on a Thursday night in the Premier League. 81 for the bullet. Possible 11-dart leg to go. 5-2 in front. Go 3 up with 4 to play. It's there. Double 12. Double 6 to switch to the eastern side. Can Stephen Bunting convert and deny Aspinall a poke at the 1-2-4? He can. Stephen Bunting now is on the brink of snapping the streak and recording a win in the Premier League for the first time in a decade.
Yeah, it's just keeping the emotions together right now. Let me tell you, that adrenaline be 100 miles an hour. I think Nathan thinks everything's gone against him from those opening missed starts at a double in that first leg, but who would begrudge Stephen Bunting this type of response?
Well, considering he was average around 80 early on in the piece, Glenn, he's now tiptoed over the ton in terms of the 3-dart average to almost 102 in point of fact. So this has been a really good second half of the match for the man at the foot of the table. Both players averaging over 100 until that dart from Aspinall.
Yeah, great pace. That mesmeric hitting once the treble 20s are going. We've already seen 8 of these, remember. Make that 9! Clinical precision. The quality from these elite players. After 9 darts, they're leaving 1-2-1, 81, 41. A brilliant game. The best moment of the 2025 Premier League for Stephen Bunting. Can he see the job out?
2 turns away from victory here in Berlin.
100.
Oh, never mind, checkpoint Charlie. Stephen Bunting has been check-out Charlie tonight in this match. 5 out of 10. Very good stats. Aspinall just 2 for 8, so twice as good the doubling by Bunting in terms of percentages. And now 1-2-1 for the match, for the bullet. 96 left, can't find the treble 20, which would have left a poke at double 18. And Nathan Aspinall, though, is facing a do-or-die shot on 156 to stay afloat and prevent being the first man to lose to Stephen Bunting.
Yeah, put yourself in the mindset of Stephen right now. Like you see, you can just see him at the back of the stage. There's the pressure. What are you made of, Stephen?
Double 8 the target. Stephen Bunting's not won a match in 2025. He has now. Stephen Bunting wins in the Premier League for the first time in a decade. Everything comes to he who waits. And Stephen Bunting has had to wait and wait and wait, but he will wait no longer. Stephen Bunting is a winner in the Premier League. Nathan Aspinall is the fall guy as Bunting wins by 6 legs to 2.